We have Sana Amanat, VP Content and Character Development. Also, if you don't know, the co-creator of Ms. Marvel and editor of Hawkeye and Captain Marvel, which is amazing, as well as Steve Wacker, VP of Creative Development and Executive Producer on Marvel Rising. As well, Asana as well.
We have such fancy titles, right?
Yeah,
Really good. It sounds good.
It takes like 2 pages on my Word document right now.
We're so important. That's what it
Super
means.
important. The longer the title, the more important.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course.
So the meat and
Welcome
potatoes.
to hour 35 of the Marvel Telethon.
So the big thing, meat and potatoes of Comic-Con is Marvel's Rising. We had a huge panel about that today. Our hands are deep in it. It's coming out very, very soon. So talk to us about that journey and how it's been.
Well, Marvel Rising. If you guys don't know what Marvel Rising is, it's an animated show. It's actually an animated movie that is going to be kicked off this fall, and it features the next generation of Marvel heroes, as we say it, and features Ms. Marvel and Squirrel Girl and America Chavez and Patriot and Quake. Just awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, it's really, really awesome cast of characters.
Maybe some other ones.
Maybe some other ones that we can't talk about.
We can talk about
What?
the spider.
Oh yes!
yes.
Oh my goodness! Ghost Spider.
Spider.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Ghost Spider. How
All
could I
about it.
forget?
All about
the
it.
coolest. And she actually kicks off in shorts on August.
She's not wearing shorts. They're
No,
short,
right.
animated.
She might wear shorts like some point
Sometimes.
in the season.
Wow,
you know.
it sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, I'm
Clothing.
super excited about Gwen Stacy as a character becoming Spider-Gwen and that whole alternate storyline that
Yeah.
on that alternate Earth, and seeing her in action is going to be so fun as Ghost Spider. It's very
We
excited.
actually premiered the shorts in the Marvel Rising panel this week, and and she was a big part of it and doing some really great kick butt action, and the crowd went wild.
Yeah, that went over huge. That's the character. Fans know who she is, but I think when the wider audience, and we're going to see her in Into the Spider-Verse too.
Yes.
So she's about to take over, I think.
Yeah, and she's a cool costume too.
She does.
Yes.
Oh, she's got one
So
of the best.
hot.
Is this the first time a lot of these characters are going to be animated?
Well, we'll see
Yeah,
this in
so
animation. Yeah.
so I've been in animation the past few years before I left for that long title, and there we had introed Kamala into the Avengers universe. But America's new.
Yeah.
Ghost Spider we've seen on Marvel's Spider-Man animated show.
Right.
Have we seen Squirrel Girl? I don't think so.
Squirrel Girl, yes, we've seen
Oh, yeah?
Squirrel Girl before.
Okay.
Yeah. And Quake, I believe, is new. Pretty sure Quake is new, and Patriot are new to
Patriot.
animation.
Yes, yes. And they're also like, and this version of Squirrel Girl and like just the whole look of these characters is so different than anything that we've done before. The look of the animated show is also really different,
it's
right?
Eric Radomski is our head of animation, head of production. He and Court Lane run the day-to-day on in animation, and Son has been working close with them, as have I, to sort of really make this show pop and give it a sort of a cool, modern look, but still be, it's got the heart of all of our Marvel stories is action. The characters reveal themselves through action. So we've been there with the whole team, sort of making sure that the action drives the story and drives their emotional stories too.
And I really wanted Steve involved in this process because I think he has really great understanding of what girls like. So it was really the right person
I do.
to have. You guys responded very seriously to that question. You're supposed to laugh.
Okay.
Some of these are like, okay,
I'm
cool,
kidding, he
great.
doesn't.
It was funny. And I was like,
knows
I
nothing.
think it's supposed to be funny.
So we
He
talked
knows
about
nothing.
titles. What does a day look like in your respective titles? Like, how crazy, how insane, how much work is there?
Oh.
Go ahead, VP of Content and Character.
VP of Stuff and Stuff?
And stuff and stuff.
It depends. Like, we get to do, like, Steve and I always talk about the fact that, like, because we're touching so many different aspects of the business, no day is the same. So sometimes I'm talking to, editorial about what books that we're making. Sometimes I'm talking to Disney. Sometimes I'm talking to Court Lane and Eric in animation. So it's a little bit of everything. I don't know. It's
Son and I used to work together at Marvel Editorial, where we worked on
in the same office.
Yeah, in the same office, and now she's in New York. I'm in LA, and we do have, I think, similar days, and like some of the same things come across our desk, and we're sort of keeping an eye across the company of, hey, we're doing this character here. They're doing this character in animation. Maybe she's good for video games. Or Sana will call and say, hey, we're doing a big America book. Where can we use America more? I work out of the television division under Jeff Loeb. And I can set my eye on a lot of our live action shows and can sort of communicate to her some of the characters that are coming up, some of the stories, and sort of make sure it all feels cohesive, I guess, for lack of a better term. But basically it's reading a lot of comic books. That's
So hard.
That was such a long, dull answer.
How many
comic books?
How much do you read a week? How many would you say?
Comic books?
Yeah.
I'm probably at about 40 or 50 a week.
But that doesn't include scripts too, right? It's not just comics.
Oh,
It's
it's
like
scripts.
reading all the scripts that come
I gotta
in.
read these
You
scripts.
gotta
Yeah.
read these scripts.
It's so hard to read, man.
I know. It's hard to read in the office with the phone going off.
I wish I had a superpower.
That's what
to
people
just,
want to hear us
flip through.
complaining
Yeah.
about our cool jobs.
I was being sarcastic. You were serious. I realize how great of a job I have.
It's the power of
I'm
multitasking.
grateful, okay?